Joined now by political analyst Brian Sobel. All right, I thought the debate kind of exposed definitely the fundamental differences that maybe we haven't seen or haven't seen as clearly in past debates.
I thought it was a great debate.
Yeah.
It was there was plenty of substance. They went back and forth. They exposed each other's weaknesses, quite frankly, around a lot of issues we've heard a lot about. I thought, all in all, really good television.
What did you
by the
learn?
way.
What did you learn that maybe you didn't know?
I don't think we learned a whole lot,
Okay.
but it was a restatement of the kind of the charges that they've made about each other. I thought Sanders did an excellent job of pinning Clinton down on the issue of the speeches to Goldman Sachs,
big banks,
and she nailed him on guns. And so that, but we've heard these things before, but it was really well articulated last night. And really exposed quite nicely by the moderators and by each other. So it was good.
Well, did either do enough though to win votes, to sway the possible still undecided out there? Or?
No, I don't think it changed things very much.
Even in New York.
Even in New York, you know, we know from the polling that in New York, Hillary Clinton does very, very well in New York City and around New York City. Bernie Sanders is doing well in upstate New York. But at the end of the day, she's got a lead on him there. And on the GOP side, Trump has a big lead.
What about the fireworks, the tone? It got, heated last night, and you hear some analysts this morning saying, wow, look at the change, and trying to compare them to what is happening on the Republican side. But then you have other analysts saying you really can't compare the two. This is more of a typical campaign.
Well, absolutely. And Sanders had to take the fight to her because he's got momentum. He's done well in the last few caucuses and debates, and he's behind in New York. He had no choice. He had to come out fighting.
He was
double
tough.
digits.
He was tough.
He's down double digits.
Double digits. But he came out fighting, and he was very articulate, lots of energy last night, and he was well prepared.
So he's not changing his tactic per se, you think? He's just getting louder.
Stepping up, maybe?
Yeah, I think he's trying to draw the differences out for people. You know, for the first few debates, he was very condescending. I was going to say condescending. That's not really the right word. What he was very deferential to her and to her position and to her experience.
That has changed.
And that has changed. He's saying, hey, I'm your equal on this stage. I have every chance of being nominated, and here are the differences. And I'm going to point them out really clearly for you.
But does he, with the numbers, let's say Bernie Sanders has this amazing upset in New York, it's proportional, the delegates are handed out, right? So they could still walk away. It can be a Bernie win, but with similar amount of delegates? Well,
I sort of was watching Hillary Clinton last night when he was talking about his momentum, and I know she's sitting there saying, okay, you won all those things, but I got almost as many delegates as you did.
212, something like that.
Right, and so the math is the math. I'm still gaining, and I'm still way out ahead of you, so, if you want to claim victory in a caucus, go ahead.
So she wins New York, let's say she wins the debate, she wins the nomination. Last night's debate, did the Republicans sit back there, the Republican candidates, they watched it, and they said, wow, we've got something on her, we can use this, we can use that. Did she have a good debate with the Republicans kind of sitting there watching it?
Well, bear in mind that both camps, Republicans and Democrats, watch all those debates very carefully to see what resonates. And you're going to hear all those same themes, whoever's nominated. And you're going to hear on Clinton, the first thing they're going to say is, what did you say to Goldman Sachs? And why were you paid so much money? And why won't you release
Just release the transcript.
Well, I think that's kind of the mystery of the campaign for Hillary Clinton and the Democrats right now.
But I don't think the Republicans would have let her off on that. I thought Bernie kind of didn't come out as hard again. I mean, he brought it up, but he could have nailed her.
Absolutely. Well, I thought the moderator was doing a pretty good job. She was really working Hillary, and she's a master at kind of bobbing and weaving, as all good politicians are. And she was really ducking punches on that issue. And the moderator kept her right on point.
Quickly, GOP side, you have these former apprentices speaking out against Donald Trump, bashing him. He's bashing them back. You have him still complaining about Colorado. Will any of this matter in New York?
No.
Can Ted Cruz win New York?
No. No and no. No and no.
Next
question. The Apprentice was a show. It was a reality show, and he fired back and said they were all, what did he say?
Like wannabes
and losers and all that sort of stuff.
Nice choice words.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's sort of Trump speak.
Right.
And so who knows how many people have appeared on the Apprentice? Like 150, and 6 of them band together. Yeah, dozens anyway.
So that's nothing.
It's a nothing.
Ted Cruz in New York.
And Ted Cruz is going to have big trouble overcoming Trump. The haunting line about New York values is really going to hurt Ted Cruz.
Right.
Well, they're all coming to
back and bite
California
'em.
soon. So
Yes, so
we'll see 'em
absolutely.
here.
They're all going to be here.
Right.
All right.
Yep.
Brian, thank you very much.
You're very
Have a
welcome.
great weekend.
Yep, you too.
Coming up.